Crazy Neil with a 25 years of crazy success deal. Mrs. Neil loves money. What do you love?
I love money.
Here, buy yourself something nice. Buy yourself something twice as nice. Buy yourself something thrice as nice. Get yourself down and take some money from Crazy Neil. Pamper yourself and spend, spend, spend. Mrs. Neil, come on in. Tell them about our thrones.
Got big thrones.
Big thrones for big butts. Here, have some money. And the more you spend, the more you save. We've got bigger thrones. Mansion thrones. Thrones you can throw at stones. Stones as big as thrones. What do we got?
Thrones.
We got tons of thrones. We got thrones to put in your hallway, to put in your stallway, to put in your doorway. What do we got?
Oh, doorways.
No, thrones.
Thrones.
Thrones! We've got all sorts of crazy stuff to bling your experience. You want it in gold? We've got it in gold. We've got gold-plated strawberries, gold-plated bikes, gold-plated cars, gold-plated helicopter, gold-plated jet plane. We've got gold-plated gold. We gold-plate it, we melt it back down, we gold-plate it again. Gold! 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 Mrs. Neil, what can we give them?
Gold.
Yeah! She loves gold, she likes the feel of gold, she likes the taste of gold. So come on down and feel the gold! You might be taking a moment in the bedroom and having some intimate family time. We've got goat sheets. What else we got?
Oh, we got a chaise long.
She likes it long. I give it to her long. Yeah! Mrs. Neil, come and take this away and spend it.
I can manage that.
25 years in the biz and it hasn't been better. Come on down, because the missus needs new knockers. Gold!
Tada und willkommen zurück bei Not for Broadcast. Ich spare mir jetzt einfach sämtliches Geschwafel, klicke sofort auf Spielen und auf Fortsetzen. Also hier habe ich eigentlich kurz eine Schwafelgelegenheit, aber ich wüsste nicht, was ich schwafeln sollte. Tag 913. Eine wichtige Überprüfung. Stattdessen schwafel ich einfach, indem ich wieder hier ganz toll vorlese und wahrscheinlich wieder irgendeinen Murks bei vorlese. Naja, trotz einer stressigen Anreise kommst du etwas früher zur Arbeit. Du weißt immer noch nicht ganz genau, was eigentlich passiert ist, aber den unzähligen BGZ im Gebäude nach zu urteilen, ist das keine reine Channel One-Angelegenheit. Diese Theorie bestätigt sich, als du darüber informiert wirst, dass Boosman sofort mit dir sprechen will und unverzüglich in sein Büro eskortiert wirst. Du sitzt nervös draußen und wartest auf deinen Boss. Denn wir erinnern uns hier, am gestrigen Tage wurde ja unser Sendemast angegriffen. Wenige Minuten später taucht der Boss persönlich auf. Er sieht zerzaust aus und hat ein wenig streng aussehende BGZ im Schlepptau. Ah ja, Winston. Gut. Das ist Specialist Ables. Okay. Sie wohnt dem Gespräch bei. Bitte komm herein und setz dich. Der rotgesichtige Mann eilt in sein Büro und lässt die Tür offen stehen, damit du ihm folgst. Du warst noch nicht so oft in seinem Büro, aber es war immer in makellosen Zustand und alles war an seinem Platz. Das ist heute nicht so. Wenn Boosman so nervös ist, muss es ernst sein. Also Alex, weißt du, warum du heute hier bist? Boosman fixiert dich von hinter seinem Schreibtisch mit einem scharfen, wachsamen Blick. Ables steht hinter dir, aus den Augen, aber gewiss nicht aus dem Sinn. Eigentlich nicht, nein. Ich hatte mit den Vorfällen gestern nichts zu tun. Ich nehme an, es geht um die Sache mit Disrupt gestern Nacht. Genau das. Was letzte Nacht passiert ist, war der Gipfel einer schändlichen und skandalösen Terrorkampagne, die Disrupt gegen diese Nation und ihre Territorien führt. Boosman wirft einen Blick links hinter dich, wo die BGZ-Beobachterin steht. Und es ist natürlich unsere Pflicht, diese Fäulnis auszurotten, wo immer wir sie finden, um zu verhindern, dass so etwas wie gestern Nacht je wieder passieren kann. Ich wurde von Advance gebeten, alle beteiligten Mitarbeiter zu befragen und werde eine persönliche Bewertung deiner Leistung und deines Verhaltens einreichen, sowohl während der fraglichen Zwischenfälle als auch während deiner gesamten Beschäftigungszeit hier. Das kann nur ein gutes Ende nehmen. Ja, er liebt mich doch eigentlich. Am Ende wird immer ein Herz angezeigt. Außerdem bin ich pro Advance und habe immer nur im Sinne von Advance bisher gehandelt. Also eigentlich kann mir doch nichts passieren. Boosman nimmt eine dicke Akte aus seiner Schublade und lässt sie schwer auf den Schreibtisch fallen. Die nächsten 2 Minuten Schweigen scheinen quälend langsam zu vergehen, während er methodisch Seite für Seite liest. Schließlich hört er auf zu lesen und starrt dich mit einer schaut dich mit unergründlicher Miene an, während er seine Brille putzt. Dieser Akte zufolge warst du ein wichtiges Werkzeug für die Terrororganisation Disrupt und hast dir nicht nur geholfen, ihre zahlreichen Verbrechen zu begehen, sondern auch systematisch Fehlinformationen und Gewalt zu verbreiten. Was etwas zu deiner Verteidigung zu sagen? Das bezweifle ich irgendwie. Du sitzt geschockt und stumm da. Du spürst die harten, gnadenlosen Blicke der BGZ und deines Chefs auf dir. Kleiner Witz, Boosman lacht, aber weder du noch Specialist Ables stimmt mit ein. Er wendet sich ihr zu und fährt fort. Alex gehört bei uns zu den Besten und Klügsten, ein ganz wichtiger Bestandteil unseres Teams. Nie im Leben würde Alex sich an so einem Unsinn beteiligen. Das ist ja immer irgendwie... egal. Er zwinkert dir zu. Ich glaube, wir sind hier fertig, Alex. Alex, seid ihr nicht fertig? Alex, du kannst weiter arbeiten gehen. Wir melden uns, wenn wir noch etwas von dir brauchen. Er bedeutet dir mit einem Lächeln, dass du gehen kannst und winkt dir zum Abschied. Naja, hätte schlimmer laufen können. Na, es lief doch eigentlich super für mich. Keiner kann mir was. Und seitdem sind wieder sehr viele Tage vergangen. Tag 1217. Ein Paket für manche. Das klingt irgendwie wie eine falsche Übersetzung, aber okay. Das sind immer schwere Wochen für dich. Auch wenn die Bescheidung schon über 2 Jahre her ist. An eurem Hochzeitstag ist es immer besonders schlimm und das Apartment fühlt sich immer noch nicht wie ein Zuhause an. Du fragst dich, ob sich das jemals ändern wird. Gerade als du überlegst, was du zu essen bestellen sollst und welchen Film ihr euch ansehen sollt, klopft es an der Tür. Ihr? Du hast selten Besuch, also öffnest du die Tür mit einigem Zögern und einiger Neugier. Überraschung! Du bist geschockt. Charlie im Flur stehen zu sehen mit etwas zu essen in der einen und einer Videokassette in der anderen Hand. Charlie, komm bitte rein. Ich habe was zu essen und ein Video dabei. Charlie stellt das Essen in die Küche und geht dann zum Videorekorder. So ein neuer Kampfkunstfilm, Sneaking Lion, Horrible Goose, soll richtig gut sein. Klingt schon so richtig wie so ein Trash-Film. Klingt doch super. Und wie geht es dir? Ja, alles gut. Ich wurde gerade offiziell in das Programm für Manager für Gemeinschaftszusammenhalt aufgenommen, was echt cool ist. Er löste den Blick kurz vom Fernseher. Das wird zwar richtig viel Arbeit, aber ich freue mich darauf. Ach, ist das toll. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. Ich bin echt stolz auf dich. Er dreht sich wieder zum Fernseher und sagt einen Augenblick lang nichts. Aber ich vermisse Susi immer noch die ganze Zeit. Und es ist komisch, dass du nicht zu Hause bist. Er bereitet den Film fertig vor und setzt sich neben dir auf das Sofa. Setzt sich neben dich. Na gut, neben dir geht auch. Ich weiß, Charlie. Ich vermisse sie auch. Ja. Charlie stochert ein wenig in seinem Essen herum, bevor er sich wieder zu dir dreht. Also, der Film. Es geht um ein Mädchen, die aus einer Familie von legendären Kampfsportlern stammt. Während er dir gestern die Story erklärt, so eigentlich gestern, irgendwie haut mich hier gerade aktuell der Text immer wieder raus. Während er dir die Story erklärt, der du aber nicht ganz folgen kannst, nickst und lächelst du. Du bist einfach froh, ihn zu sehen. Zum Glück hast du deine Familie. Und wir zählen wieder verdammt viele Tage. Oh ja. Tag 1764. Ein Job weniger. Du willst dich gerade mit einem Buch ins Bett legen und vor dem Einschlafen noch ein bisschen lesen, als das Telefon klingelt. Widerwillig hebst du ab und bist mehr als überrascht, am anderen Ende Leitung Sam zu hören. Tut mir leid, ich weiß, es ist spät, aber ich wusste nicht, mit wem ich sonst reden soll. Nein, ist schon okay, was ist los? Oder kann es vielleicht auch bis morgen warten? Ich wollte gerade ins Bett gehen. Nehmen wir die Variante. Es tut mir leid, ich... Hörst du ein Schluchzen aus dem Telefon. Alex, ich wurde entlassen. Und nicht nur ich. Lehrkräfte im ganzen Land. Ich weiß nicht, was ich tun soll. Es gibt keine Stellen. Was soll ich nur tun? Du hörst den Schmerz in Sams Stimme. Sam, das ist schrecklich und es tut mir wahnsinnig leid. Aber ich weiß nicht, was du jetzt von mir erwartest. Sam, das tut mir wirklich leid. Wie kann ich helfen? Die Frage ist, was erwartet sie von mir? Fragen wir doch mal, ob wir ihr helfen können. Ich weiß, es steht mir nicht zu, das zu fragen, aber nach dem, was Chris in Harvey passiert ist, kann ich mich an niemand anderen wenden. Kannst du mir vielleicht ein bisschen Geld leihen, nur bis ich wieder auf die Beine komme? Wie viel brauchst du, oder ernsthaft, Sam? Du wolltest doch die Scheidung. Willst du dich die dann Hintern retten? Sind wir der Arsch oder sind wir nicht der Arsch? In einem tollen Apartment, in dem sich die Tapete schon löst. Diese wunderhübsche Decke. Ein Traum. Ist ja auch für die Kinder. Wirklich? Ein paar Tausend würden schon reichen, damit ich mich über Wasser halten kann. Hat sie wirklich ein paar Tausend gesagt? Vielen Dank, Alex. Wirklich? Was würden die Leute denken, wenn du Nein sagst? Welche Leute sollte das denn interessieren, wenn ich jetzt hier Nein sage? Das kann ich mir unbedingt leisten, Sam. Okay, Wiedersehen, Alex. Entschuldige die Störung. Es ertönt ein Klick und Sam ist weg. Ach, Sam. Du hast ja Mitleid mit Dem? Du hast ja Mitleid mit ihr, wirklich. Aber es kommt, wie es kommt. Ist das immer der Versuch, irgendwie hier geschlechtsneutral zu bleiben? Also sowohl Alex wie auch Sam ist ja... geht ja für beide Geschlechter, wenn man es einfach so geschrieben sieht. Tag 1975. Jeff ist einfach der Schlimmste. Das war eine wichtige Info, die haben wir jetzt gebraucht.
Be a part of something that puts the exclusive into exclusive with this truly limited collection. The Joy of Privilege is the only weekly collectible that isn't afraid to discriminate. Simply send in your birth certificate, a lock of hair and a cassette tape of yourself speaking correctly, and you too could join the privileged few.
Well, things are going pretty well for us. Sales are through the roof. So we thought what better way to celebrate than to go back to where it all started. Unnecessary collections and companion magazines.
Join today and you could receive a private education, an unbearable sense of entitlement, and your own middle initials. And if you call now, you'll also get this overconfidence in your abilities and a bottle of red wine flavoured diazepam. The Joy of Privilege gives you everything you need for an unearned start in life. Use it to land a job, avoid prison, and get favourable health outcomes. Have your secretary's assistant call the housekeeper or have the maid send the boy. You really can't afford to wait, even though you really can afford to wait. The Joy of Privilege. Probably not for you. Pleasure Corps is no longer a corporation, but a large series of small legal entities which all live below the assets and wealth threshold.
Tag 1975. Die Sterilität. 3 Jahre seit dem Aufstand.
Evening, Alex. I'm afraid we're in for another show of government-administered broadcasting, so I wouldn't expect much. Still, at least it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day, which should liven things up a bit. I guess with everything that's happening, Advance want to make a bit of a song and dance about the children we do have. Do your best, eh?
What music is best?
Kassetten.
A rundown of the top-selling songs across the territories. Expect catchy tunes and scenes of an inappropriately sexual nature. Not one to miss. At 10 p.m. it's time for Julia's diary.
Also einfach mal hier rein.
The ever-popular Prime Minister reads extracts from her diary in front of a warm fire. Then at 10:30, it's the latest episode of our drama series, Betterment, which tells the inspirational story of Emily Dennisworth and the brave doctors and technicians struggling.
And this is Jenny. She's the floor manager.
Hi, Stacey.
That's Colin. He Don't talk to Colin.
Not getting involved in Bring Your Daughter to Work Day, Colin.
Nah, we don't believe in it.
All right, come and sit next to Mum.
Believe in what?
Just days.
How did it all go so right? That's followed by the territory.
Atta girl.
Advanced briefing.
10 seconds, everybody.
Now featuring up to 16
Monday's a myth.
simultaneous
That
colours.
explains so
All the
much.
time to be
Okay, we are
alive.
going in 5,
But first,
4.
Das wird ja bestimmt eine ganz tolle Sendung.
Good evening and welcome to the NNN. I'm Megan Wolf. And who's this, you might be wondering? Well, it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day here at Channel 1. So I'm joined tonight by my foster daughter, Stacey. Say hello, Stacey.
Go fuck yourself.
Sehr nett.
Here are the stories that matter to you. First up, with advance confirming that the nuclear fallout from the 20-week war is to blame for the drop in birth rates across the territories, we asked you what keeps you going. I know that I, for one, was quite deflated when I heard about this, but reading all your submissions has really put the smile back on my face. This is from Sonia in Larkfordshire. I've had plenty of time to fill, so I've started a new hobby. Since I started knitting, I barely remember that 85% of the country is sterile. My record is this scarf. It's 124 metres long. Thank you for that.
Okay.
And if you've started a new hobby, do write in
so
and tell us
begeistert.
about it. Next up, you know how we love your uncanny comestible coincidences, and I don't know about you, but I think this one really takes the biscuit. I'm not sure what I'm more impressed by, Stacey. The things our viewers spot, or the unbelievable way our menu centres are now able to feed every team member every single day. Greg from Proddington has sent us this lovely photo of their breakfast, saying, I couldn't bring myself to eat my toast this morning because I could swear it bore the spitting image of the great Julia Salisbury's relatable face. So I had to make do with a plate of butter and 2 spoonfuls of jam. Do keep those coming in. Come on, can we have a go? We've just got time for one more of your stories, and this one is an inspiring story of rehabilitation. That's it, just tell us who it's from, yeah, and then read it out. Okay.
Apparently, this is from Sherry Intendant. Here I am, just 6 months out of betterment. I'm healthy, sober and working thanks to the facilities I had access to on the inside. I'll never have to go back to my old life of stealing cars and burning down charity shops. I just wanted to share.
We absolutely love hearing the way our neighbours and team members have been able to become better people. So do let us know your stories here. You can do this bit, Stacey.
No, you're right, thanks.
Come on, give it a try.
Let us know your stories here at the NNN.
Das für ein großer
With a
Vorspann.
change of pace coming up here, you'll need to use the S effect buttons for the next segment, but advance have already selected when and what to use. Simple stuff. Just follow your government orders.
First up tonight on the NNN, it's time to celebrate this week's team lottery winners live from the Shakespeare Theatre right here in the capital. We're going to hand over to Julia Salisbury. I suppose you don't think much of her either, eh, Stacey?
She's got a lot more going for her than you wankers.
Okay, surprising vote of approval there from Stacey. Let's go live to that right now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's Team Awards.
Vielleicht einen gescheiten
Of all
Bildschirm
the many
schalten.
duties I have as team leader, this is by far the most pleasant. As I so often say to you, the uneven past is now, following the demise of Disrupt, firmly behind us. This is the new future.
Heilt ja
And
schon
I
ab
say
zu
to you,
um.
it's better now. I am delighted to be joined here tonight by one of the oldest people in Territory 1. He was born over 107 years ago. Please give a warm team welcome to Alfie Tatchbadger. So, Alfie, you must have seen so much in your lifetime. What have been some of the highlights? Alfie? Alfie? Is he all right? Is he all right?
hearing aid isn't turned on.
Oh, could you turn it on?
Schön.
He says it drains the battery.
Well, you tell him that we'll buy him a brand new battery after the presentation.
Yeah, he says that's fine then. And I will help him with that, yeah.
If you would. Sorry, can't get the staff.
We got it.
So,
Sehr schön.
Alfie. What? You're 107 years old.
Oh, don't bloody remind me.
Would you like to tell the audience what that's like?
Where is everybody?
Out there, in the dark. Oh, bless him, it's not just the ears.
Who are you? 2 sugars, please.
I'm Julia Salisbury, the Prime Minister.
Oh, a lovely story. Who are you really?
No, I really am the Prime Minister.
Oh, you're
a woman.
Yeah, a woman. One of
Women
them.
can do anything men can do these days, Alfie.
Oh, can you piss standing up?
I can't say I've ever tried.
No, I didn't think so. 2
Sehr
sugars,
schön.
please, and not too much milk.
Shall we get to the awards, Alfie?
Whoa, are you going to ask me about my life?
Well, I'm not sure we have enough time left now for that. So
When I was 9, I wanted a pet, so I asked me mum and pap. There was no television then, back then, you know. We made our own entertainment out of coal and roadkill.
Well, that's fascinating.
So they got me a pet, see? But it weren't a dog. They told me it were a dog, but it were a stone.
A stone?
Yeah. So I called it Patch, which was a popular name for a dog back then, on account of the king having a patchy face. And I decided to introduce him to pretty little Gertie Thimble, who lived up the road.
Oh, how romantic.
She threw my dog in the river. That was the day I decided I'd never marry.
And that's the secret to your long life?
Oh no, I've been married 7 times, divorced 8. There was a mix-up with number 3, see? Yes, I'm just lucky. Are we going back to the home soon?
Soon, Alfie. First, let's turn to the reason we're all here, the weekly Territory 1 Team Awards. First up tonight is a lady who really knows how to put in the extra hours. She works at a transition centre in Hamble-Bamblebury, and she has single-handedly allowed more families to unburden each other than any other nurse in Territory 1. In the uneven paths, she'd have been locked up. Tonight, she is being honoured as a team player. Please welcome Daphne Snister.
Erstmal, das ist ein Kerl.
Change me.
Just give her a medal, Alfie. There's a good boy.
Doctor, I mean, 2 sugars, please. And don't let it steep too long.
I think you're supposed to give me one of those.
Oh. Well, I
There he goes. Look.
I can't get the arms up any higher.
Untertitel verschreckt plötzlich
You'll
Englisch.
have to go down, Mum.
Thank God those fractious times are behind us, and now the territories are thriving.
Are we in? As the actor said to the bishop.
Yes, thank you. I've got it from here.
Well done. Daphne Snister, everybody. Now, open your envelope and find out what you've won. Don't hold back there. She's tougher than one of Peter's homemade Eccles cakes.
Got it. I've won a holiday for 2 in Territory 15.
Okay.
San Palmerino, didn't it?
I believe it did, yes.
Why couldn't we have stuck with that then? It's easier to remember.
We're all one nation now.
Hang on a minute. Isn't it still on fire?
Daphne Snister, everyone.
Oh, what about my change?
Nicht hier jetzt einfach hier, also, die tollen Verleihung hier ruinieren.
Alfie. Next up tonight is a couple from Farnley who, after a rocky start losing their family's ill-gotten gains to the Assets and Wealth Act, have really embraced the new future, setting up a community farm and petting zoo in their local area for all the local children to play. Please welcome Otho and Lobelia Jackson Randy-Gannis. Medal, Alfie.
You know, when I was in the trenches,
Legt das einfach nicht hin.
I had a pal called Scotty Wilson. He was from way up north, so I didn't understand a bloody word he said. But he were my best mate.
Should we just grab them for ourselves?
Probably for the best.
And his best mate was Smudger Ace. There was them two. Fiddly Eric, Unstable Terry, and of course, Leggy Sydney. She were a girl. But she had a boy's name, so they shipped her to the front anyway. First girl any of us had ever seen, close up. She's dead now. They all are. Smudger and
Zähes
Scotty
Publikum.
never made it home. Fiddly got shanked in Frankfurt prison in an argument over an olive. And Terry, he exploded quietly at home. Sydney got a fatal skin condition. Scratched herself to death. Just makes you think.
Thanks, Alfie. Great contribution. So, Otho and Lobelia, a petting zoo.
After we lost all our wealth, we discovered there were actually people who had never even owned a pony. So we decided to do something about it. That's the type of people we are, you see. Advantage of a private education, probably.
Well, I'm sure we could debate that all night, but there's no time. So, let's see what you've won.
Yes, before we do it, there's something I wanted to say to you.
Oh, absolutely. Every citizen of the new future has my ear.
When advance came to power, you took all of our wealth. You took the shirts off of our backs.
Quite literally, in my case, I used to collect shirts.
You might as well have the rest of it, too.
Oh, security!
Oh God, not again. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Fannies and the news are not good bedfellows. Keep those flappy bits off my channel, Alex.
And better. And you are? Oh, no.
Got to go.
Oh.
It isn't right and it isn't fair.
You tell him, girl. That's my wife, you know. Only you don't.
You can't mix pearls with swine. It isn't right. We used to have 3 horses, then turned to Bethel and hung well. And now what have we got? 2 mangy goats, 1 mongrel dog called Kenneth, and a rooster that won't bloody shut up!
Can we get this over quickly with, please?
As the actress said to the bishop. Oh, here we go again. Hello, Alfie Tagsbadger. Pleased to meet you.
Sehr schön.
Stop them!
Oh, don't worry, love. I'll protect you. Oh, 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 oh.
You better break know what he knows.
You know, this reminds me of when I was in my 20s and we go to the promenade at Shining on Sea and watch all the pretty girls on the beach. Everything was black and white then, of course. We'd visit
Die ganze Welt war schwarz-weiß.
and try to win a block of lard to take home for the family. You couldn't buy lard in those days. You had
Die wird da oben weggeprügelt.
Oh, it was so much simpler back then. Boys were boys, girls were girls. Everyone else was recruited by the circuses.
Diese tolle Musik im Hintergrund.
Circuses, with their big tents and their candy floss. You'd hear the music, the pipe organ, drifting over the nearby fields.
Er ist ein guter Filler, der Alfie.
Magical sound in the world. This was before she lost her hearing after giving a particularly loud round of applause. Did you ever go to the circus?
What's that, Alfie?
The circus. Oh, never mind. Yeah, just a tea, pet.
Well, that was an unexpected dose of naked nostalgia. Some people simply can't let go of the past. That's why I look in joy and fervent admiration at the younger generation. So cohesive, such a team. And with fertility falling throughout the territories, we should value our fabulous new generation now more than ever. Our final winner tonight is a go-getter who really went and got 'em, helping to root out more than 170 disrupt collaborators in his own neighbourhood. Since then, he's gone on to be a senior cohesion cadet leader and organised all of the entertainment at last year's Camp Cooperation. Our final winner tonight, Edwin Neverley.
Oh,
You should be in a transition centre, you old Prime Minister. It's an absolute pleasure to finally meet you. We're very similar, in my opinion.
Well, I've never been much of a role model.
Nonsense, Prime Minister. You have saved this country. You have fought enemies, foreign and domestic, with an iron fist. As with my own tiny fists have I.
Well, let's open the envelope and find out what you've won. Maybe it'll be a fist enlargement.
Hahaha, voll der Reiser.
A year's internship as a behaviour coach at Betterment. It went wrong, eh?
Well, actually, Betterment
Wollte ich gar nicht
is
hin.
rehabilitation, Edwin.
Absolutely.
Das
And
hast du
if
gedrückt?
we reintegrate,
Und Sophia?
we retaliate. Just like you did on Liberation Night. Thank you for this award. And stay vigilant. Report the non-cohesives. Be a team player.
That concludes tonight's awards. Join me next week when, hopefully, things will be a lot more normal. Back to you, Megan.
Ach, jetzt darf ich dahin?
Prime Minister Salisbury there at a highly eventful team awards ceremony. Any thoughts on this week's winners, Stacey?
The nurse was fucking scary, the pretees were saggy, and that little prick will never lose his virginity.
Okay. Well, succinctly put there, if a little profane. After the break, we'll be going live to a star-studded premiere. You won't believe who's on the red carpet tonight. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back after this. And we're out.
Oh, Alex, one other... What's that? You're off already? I know you had to take the day off work, Petunia, but... Oh, I see. No luck still with Theodore. I'm so sorry, darling. Of course. I'll speak to you later. Oh, Alex. Completely forgot what I was going to say. Blast it all. Still, I'm lucky to have her.
Tragic comic disaster.
Creative people from across the territories to submit their most stirring creations as entries in the United Territories Anthem Slam.
Are you receiving us?
Are you fucking with us? Oh, right. So she can swear.
From and to your hearts. An original composition of cooperation and cohesiveness. A song of solidarity for a steadfast society.
Nur ein See.
Experience is required. All you need to do is record or notate your anthem and, if possible, arrange it for a modern 39-piece chamber orchestra or 44-voice choir. The entries will be judged.
So, Patrick and Robin are just going to grab who they can, and then you've got these generic links on the auto cue to glue it all together.
They do know I have a Queen's View degree in journalism.
Don't you wish you'd studied something useful now, eh?
Will this bring your daughter to work day? What a joke.
Where is our honoured guest?
She's probably sitting around that boy band. Hot spot.
Heat rash. Hot spot when it last year.
Heat rash. Oh God, they're running out of names, aren't they?
I hear the computer comes up with them, the songs too. Ah, there she is, and just in time too. That's 10 seconds, everybody.
What have you been up to?
What's it to you?
And we are going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. Stacey's still here.
Wishing she wasn't.
Ich wieder einen Film von diesem
And in this
Thunderclatch.
segment, we're delighted to have sent Robin and Patrick to the movies. Yes, tonight is the world premiere of The Automated, starring Lawrence Blunderclatch and the late
Natürlich.
great Helena Canterbury Boatshoe. And all the stars are out tonight. We first covered this film almost 5 years ago, back when it was called The Medicated. Then, for mysterious reasons, the film was suddenly pulled the night before its release. Well, since then, executive producer George Focus has spent 5 long years polishing the film and turning it into a special edition and premiering tonight. With extensive state-of-the-art visual effects and a top-quality voice team, George says it's the movie he always wanted to make. Now, let's take a look at it.
I can't deconstruct it.
Captain?
I can't deconstruct it. Robots!
Is this a wig?
You think I don't grow that?
No, Dick, I'll kill you. Think of Saturn.
There's something in your face, Chief Harrison! I wish you were real, baby. Flesh and blood.
Captain Quasar.
But you're just ones and zeros, baby. If only I'd noticed.
Captain Quasar.
You rusted, but I didn't notice.
Captain.
I'm buffering, chick, you said.
Got one on you.
God damn it, lost it all!
Here's a map.
What's a map? Okay, so head north on Interstellar Avenue, left at the asteroid belt, and a tricky 3-point turn at Uranus. What are these symbols? This corner, this is the key.
We could shut it down.
Yes, we could shut it down!
Was soll das für ein Film
We have to
sein?
ask ourselves, who are we?
Gosh, thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey?
The robots were all right, I guess.
They certainly were. Let's go over to Robin Short now in Western Square, who I believe has got the star of the show. Robin!
You, shall we?
Yes, we are live from Western Square with a man who needs no introduction, Lawrence Blunderclatch. How has your evening been so far?
Magical, absolutely magical. My most dear friends all gathered here to celebrate my work. One really couldn't ask for much more, could one?
Well, on that note, with award season just around the corner, are you hoping to add to your collection for a 3rd time?
Well, I really couldn't say. But if the association deigned to honour me for a 4th time, so be it. It's really not for me to say. But let's just say that I know of 3 little gold men who are getting rather lonely.
Absolutely.
Because I've won 3 little awards.
And each more deserved than the last. Well, it's safe to say that your career has gone supersonic in the last couple of years. How's that been?
Well, as I was saying to Stephen only yesterday, that's Stephen Spellman, the Stephen Spellman, lovely chap. I mean, unbelievable mind. I said, Stephen, you know, this really has been quite the ride. And you know what he said? He agreed with me.
Wow. And what do you attribute your success to?
Well, if we're talking actual numbers, I'd have to say 60% talent, 30% looks, and
Das war sehr
10%
friemelig da
passion.
unten.
Brackets general.
Die
Not to
Differenzen.
mention the incredible coverage on election night. That really was the start of it all. That and my own range of sick bags. Lawrence's Chundercatch.
Wow, who could forget? Well, it's been a delight talking to you, as always. Thank you so much. Well, Patrick Bannon should be with Lil C for a conversation that doesn't involve vomit. Patrick!
Thank you, Robin. Let's hope not.
Schnell genug geschafft, mich zu muten.
Billy
Gerade
Bob Jean Short.
grad niesen.
Surely you recognize my youngest pop sensation.
Das ist immer noch nicht Patrick Bannon.
Lil D. Her Lil C covers album drops next week.
Actually, we weren't expecting Lil C. Is she?
She's around. She's not been feeling very well. She's put me in charge.
Has she?
Well, the courts have.
They gave me stewardship over her estate, her finances, and her eternal soul. Praise Craglar!
Praise Craglar.
Wow. But is she coming just because we've got some questions for her?
Well, she might be along later, but as our legal and spiritual guardian, I'll be happy to answer any questions on her behalf.
And Lil D, was it? Well, you look great.
Oh, thank you. You know what? I feel great.
Well, who are you wearing?
I'm wearing Little C, and you could be too.
Really?
Little C's new line launches tonight. This is one of my favourite looks. It's called... Ah!
Oh, what a unique name!
Hard to spell, though.
But of course, Lil C is basically fashion royalty now with a veritable clothing empire to her name.
Yeah, well, the label's gone from strength to strength since our initial TV launch on this very show, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So really, we have all you to thank for all this. You know, this hat cost more than my second jet. Feel that?
Yes, it's a nice hat.
Person.
And Forbes magazine has named me the youngest self-made success story ever.
And do you have any advice for anyone wanting to follow in your footsteps?
Absolutely. All you need to succeed on your own is your family's financial backing and pre-existing fame. It's not rocket science, people.
Oh, well, but in sadder news, am I right that Lil C is going to be retiring from music?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I'm sure you can imagine. At 25, she's far too old for pop music now. She can't keep up with these young stars. So her best-of album is out now, and she's touring that later this year. And then her farewell tour the year after that. And that's her last chance to see her. So until the reunion tour, and then the classic tour after that. But it's been a long and varied career, as you can imagine. She's very, very proud.
Oh, and if her health's bad, then maybe it's for the best.
What's wrong with her health? Oh, yes, her health. Her poor health. And it's surprisingly expensive treatments. Curse you, Zaytan! Damn your intergalactic justice!
Oh, yeah. Well, we better be letting you get back. Those babies aren't going to sell themselves, or possibly at all. Billy Bob, Lil C, D, thank you so much for joining me, and do pass our best wishes to Lil C.
Lil C, Billy Bob.
Now, it looks like Robin is with a music legend who actually is irreplaceable. Is that who I think it is, Robin?
It absolutely is, Patrick. Jesus, how are you?
Yeah, you know, I'm good. I'm great. No thanks to you. Silencing me, silencing the truth.
Are you referring to your attempt to incite violence against the democratically elected leaders of this country on live TV?
Yeah, exactly. And instead of being held a visionary, my management and agent, they all dropped me.
Oh, no.
You can't break me when you didn't make me, you understand? See, I'm the voice. I'm the hope. You can lock me up, call the doctors, but only the moon can judge me.
So, what have you been up to since your team cut ties with you?
You know, keep building, keep moving. I'm actually working on a track right now. Written, recorded, directed, all by myself.
Can we hear a bit of it?
What now?
I know I'd love to hear it, and I'm sure the people at home would love to as well.
Wir brennen drauf.
Yeah, sure, of course. Give me the mic. Yo. The news tried to shut my mouth, but it won't be long until they go south. Cause my name's Big J and you can't stop me. See, no censorship can stop me. See, that's all I've got at the moment.
Did you just rhyme me?
That's toll.
With me?
No! Daddy promised this wouldn't happen again. You're supposed to clap and say, well done, Julian, well done.
Well done, Julian.
Thank you. Now, ask me a polite question, and I'll walk away nicely.
Is it true that you're heir to a hotel chain?
What? Where did you hear that?
And that you're very much alive parents are currently on the run for massive financial hoarding. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you trying to censor me?
Nur Stock ab.
Oh, Jay's us there, who really does seem to be going from strength to something. There are just so many stars here tonight, Megan. It really is the who's who of whatever here. I'm going to see if I can grab a moment with someone rather special. I hope you're not too jealous, Megan. Back to you.
Thanks, Robin. But I think Stacey and I are probably in quite enough trouble where we are. So, 3 big names there, Stacey.
Yeah, big names.
Any thoughts about them? Maybe from your generation's perspective?
You won't like my opinions.
Go on, try me.
Well, Bumbanonk is so old he's like 1 week away from a transition centre, so who cares? And Lil C was cool when I was like 12 or something, but now she's just another fucking loony. And Jesus is a disrupt-loving wanker who should have died with the rest of them 3 years ago.
You're right.
You agree with me?
No, you're right, I don't like your opinions. But thankfully, we can go back to Patrick now, who has another familiar face to catch up with. Oh, Patrick, what's the atmosphere like there?
It's absolutely electric, Megan. I can't quite believe it either, but he's here. It's Crazy Neil.
Hey, hi, ho, how you doing?
Neil, our audiences just love you. They've really, really connected with your ads over the years. What's it like suddenly being so popular?
It's crazy. People stop me in the streets, they expose themselves, they write me threatening letters. You know, the stalker has become the stalky. A real taste of Neil's own medicine, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and what's been the most challenging thing about being so famous?
It's places like this, you know, being around actors and rock stars. They're real crazy, and Crazy Neil knows crazy, and I'm used to being the loudest whack job in the room.
Yes, I can imagine.
But I know what you're thinking. Hey, Neil, where's the crazy deal?
Ja, wo ist er denn? Macht er jetzt hier noch Werbung?
We got crazy deals on chairs. You ever sit in a chair that knock your socks off?
No, I can't say that I have.
Makes a mess of the carpet. But what do you say? We got a deal?
Well,
what about Betty Andrews' handbag? It's real leather. It's real cheap. And it even contains our heart medicine. Spicy.
No, really.
You've got the chair. You've got the bag. You're really busting my balls. What can I do to convince you? Let me throw in my wife, Mrs. Neil. It's the latest model. Not a scratch on her. Pearls like a charm. What do you say? We got a deal.
Look, I can't take your wife.
Yes, you can. I got loads of them. Come on down to Crazy Deals. We got crazy deals on chairs. We got crazy deals on meals. We got crazy deals on wheels. We got wheels on meals, meals on wheels. We've even got endangered seals. And we got meals with endangered seals. Yeah!
Thank you, Neil. Well, it's always a dream come true to meet a hero. How about that, Megan? The man himself. Aren't we lucky? Back to you.
Thanks, Patrick. What a colourful
Patrick-Nummer hier wirklich
on what
durchziehen.
looks like an amazing night. They certainly know how to make an
Ein
entrance.
Achievement, a crazy deal von Crazy Neil.
And the
Das
automated
bestimmt nicht,
really
aber das so
does
gepusht
seem
wird durch
to
meine
have
Werbung.
unstoppable written all over it, because despite Boris Horsey in Hours magazine calling it Lawrence Blunderclatch's overly long suicide note, in a review which ends with the words, and he hasn't even had the decency to see it through, the film, which is free to all residents of the territories, has seen record pre-bookings and looks set to run for months and months. But let's go back to those lucky few seeing it tonight. Oh, I'm so jealous. Robin, you seen anything unusual there?
Only if you would count an ant colony doing a dance number. I know, I can't believe it either. And joining me now is legend of the pitch and of the headlines. It's former footballer.
Sorry, I don't talk about football. Ever.
Joining me now is Johnny Hams. No, sorry, excuse me, Reverend.
Sorry, I'm going to have to book you for that one.
My apologies again. So you are now the leader of a...
It's a personal development program that promotes growth through sports-based systems improvement.
Right, and tell us about this program. How does it work?
It's simple, really, Robin. New members start in Division 1 and through intensive 90-minute courses can accumulate enough points to get into the playoffs to gain promotion to a league.
And if you don't get enough points?
Relegation.
Well, you wouldn't want that, I'm sure. So what kind of teachings are in your program?
Start with your basics like your keepy uppies and your boot studies. Move on to the more advanced stuff like the offside rule.
Johnny, will you tell our viewers at home what it's like?
Sorry, you've been warned. Shocking, shocking behaviour, and that's you banned from the next 2 interviews.
Oh, well, I guess I better hand back to the studio then. I'll hit the showers and then get a stern dressing down from the manager in the changing rooms. Back to you, Megan.
Thanks, Robin.
Ja,
Lucky
viel zu viel
you
Spaß.
and enjoy the movie. The Automated opens in cinemas across the territories this weekend. What a star-studded event, eh, Stacey?
Who cares? No one goes to the cinema these days.
Of course. We'll be back after these messages. I still go to the cinema.
You should get yourself a video recorder, like the one at the home.
Yeah, I've got a video recorder. It's just not the same, is it?
You're right, it's better. No unevens chatting and chewing all the way through.
What about a kiss and cuddle on the back row? Doesn't that happen anymore?
In public? What's wrong with you?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with me.
Feeling better?
All right, you are. Got to get set up for heat rash. I think Ronnie's on something.
I know he is. It was on his rider. Apparently it's medicinal.
Ronnie's always high. Give him orange juice.
God, she speaks.
He's a stupid cunt.
And just like that, you wish you wouldn't.
May be challenging, but happiness is everywhere. Satisfaction.
We seem to be a bit bunched up at the moment.
Oh, don't worry. It's so cool.
It's what now?
Faster than ever before.
Oh, here's Megan. She's going to be interviewing you.
Hello. Hi.
This is her. This is Stacey.
We have less
Well, hello there, Stacey.
Fuck off, Ronnie.
Right. No, I'm sorry. We can't be polite. You're going to have to wait in the dressing room.
As a community, a team,
Whatever.
safe from the
Do you want to go and wait in the dressing room?
borders for whom cohesiveness is an alien concept.
No.
Every day, across these
No what?
territories, neighbours support neighbours, and friends reach out to friends,
No.
strengthening and protecting each
Thank
other
you.
through
Hey.
collaboration.
And sit up straight. You're ruining my shot.
As one.
That's 10 seconds, everybody.
No, cool.
Fucking right, Noko.
What's that? What's no?
Bring in 5, 4, 3.
Ja, von dem Soko,
Welcome back.
was Charlie
For our
meinte.
final segment tonight, Stacey and I are delighted to be joined by Heat Rash.
Beim Stacey.
Their new album, Girls and Why We Love Them All, comes out this weekend. So, let me see if I can get this right. It's Nolan,
I write the songs.
Ronnie.
That's what it says on my tattoo.
Oh, you've got a tattoo of your name on yourself. Okay.
In case he forgets it.
This raconteur, you must be Chinny. Why do they call you Chinny?
It's because of this ugly old thing.
I don't know what you mean.
God, you're so fucking embarrassing.
Dale. Crikey, Dale, you do not look old enough to be in a band.
I get that a lot. I'm actually 23, the oldest one. I have a growth disorder.
God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
It's so cool, PT.
It's only messing with you.
He's actually 58.
Okay, right, I see. You're going to be a handful, aren't you, boys?
Mum.
And you must be TP. What does TP stand for?
Tiny prick.
It stands for team player.
I see. How long have you had that nickname?
Ever since Nolan decided Terry Prodance was a shit name for a member of a boy band.
No co, Ronnie.
Yeah, no co, Ronnie.
Sorry, what does no-co mean?
Ah, it's the opposite of SoCo.
Oh, sag ich doch.
Fuck's sake. SoCo. Yeah. So cohesive. You preties say cool.
Right, okay. Thank you, Stacey.
Sorry about her.
Not your fault. She's uneven.
So, you guys met through a popular show on one of our rival channels, didn't you?
Yeah, Team Players with a Z.
So, how did that work then?
Well, actually, Dale and I knew each other from school. We were actually classmates. And
Fuck's sake, Nolan, mate. Give someone else a chance. We all went on Team Players. We all auditioned. The judges put us into bands. And, yeah, we went to their houses and they just put us into bands.
it's an example of how we're greater than the sum of our parts when we're working hard.
And occasionally singing it.
So every week on the show, they get these bands and they give them a song that the producer just found from under the bin somewhere.
Actually, I write the song.
And the public would phone in and decide which song they like best.
Right, and then the losers would be eliminated. Yeah?
Mum.
No co. Preeti. So no-co.
The band who get the most approval get to play their song again.
Sure. So what happens to the losers then?
Mum!
What do I keep doing wrong?
We don't use the L word anymore.
You mean losers?
Would you please stop saying that? Would you please stop saying
That word is a pejorative. It's a word designed to diminish. At Go-Getters, I learned very early that we only win when everybody wins.
But, sorry, that's not real life, is it? That's just sports board, no?
Thought you were Soko.
Yeah, I am Soko.
Nah, you're a shrinker. Can't be friends with shrinkers.
She doesn't know what you're talking about. She doesn't understand.
So I do understand, actually, Stacey.
What's a shrinker?
Well, a shrinker.
What's a preety, Mum? What's a preety?
Well, I think it means someone who's older, doesn't it?
Pre-territories.
It's someone who turned 18 before the new future. We call you preeties.
Uneven.
Mimis.
Nonks.
It's not her fault she's old. She can't help it.
I'm that old.
I'm trying to help you here.
I don't think I need your help.
See?
Hey, Boomer.
Is that so?
Yes, obviously.
Also, das ist mir gerade in den Sinn kam dabei. Generation Clash.
You know what the real problem with you lot is? You just can't get over the fact that your beloved Disrupt are gone and you just don't fit in anymore. But the truth is, Disrupt were violent, no-co bricks being led by a fucking psycho. I'm glad they lost, and you should be too.
Listen, not everyone over 30 supported Disrupt, Stacey.
Not everyone, no, but one fuck-off lot of you did.
Soko, Stacey. Soko.
We've all learned maybe a little bit more than we expected to there. I'm genuinely delighted to have met Heat Rash. And before we end the show tonight, I think you're going to sing for us, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. We're going to sing a song from Girls and Why We Love Them All called Pieces of My Heart, which is about a real relationship I had with an actual girl.
Oh, Nolan, give it a rest, mate. No one cares. Go on, let's get on these stools, lads.
Right.
So, Stacey, can I get your contact?
Oh, she's 15. Go on, piss off and sing your song, Terry. Christ.
Right you are.
So, here they are with their latest single, Pieces of My Heart. Are you excited, Stacey?
Not for me, no. I only listen to blip music and a bit of jizzcore. Pop music is...
Ah, yes, I know I meant to mention this earlier. Apparently, these newfangled boy bands change singer all the bloody time. Try and follow along, eh? Keep the shot on whoever is currently singing the lead vocal.
I saw you standing by the man you sent with a brand
Boyband-Segment angekommen.
Baby, do you remember? You took the first of the pieces of my heart. You wandered into a bush and grabbed a vodka and stang. Took our assets and our wealth and drew them out of the bag. I gave you little pieces of my heart. I didn't know two hearts could ever feel
Sollen wir hier
like
irgendeinem
this.
Takt
It's
bleiben?
like you were custom made for me by Remington Smith. I take all of the lives that didn't last and leave them in the uneven past. Share the new future as my bride. You snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times that you cried. As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I don't want you to pay. You make me crazier than Neil today. On Liberation Night, girl, I was sitting beside you.
tolle Sendung.
We took a train through all the territories and we threw away the rules and wrote our personal stories. You took a dozen pieces of my heart. I didn't know that life could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington's fist. I take all of the loves that didn't last. I leave them there, the uneven past. Share the new future as my bride. Snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times you have cried. As my old man used to say, blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play.
Keine Ahnung, wie das gehen soll. Aber einfach hiermit weiter. Immer die zeigen, die singen.
And now I'm staring at your membership card. There's your picture beaming brighter than a handful of flaws. I'm trying to find the pieces of my heart and leave them in the uneven parts. Share the new future as my bride. You snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times that you cried. As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play. You make me crazier than neon. Crazier than neon. Crazier than neon today.
Fantastic, thank you, Niklaus. That was
Ja, super fantastisch.
best of luck. Thank you for coming in. Now it's almost time for final thoughts tonight. And I've actually asked Stacey to write a few, and they're just being programmed onto the auto cue now. Now I have no idea what she's going to say. So fingers on that bleep button in the broadcast room, just in case. Take it away, Stacey.
Kommt jetzt.
My name is Stacey. I guess you know that by now. Don't know why I put that in there. Anyway. I don't watch the news. There's no need. You hear all the important stuff from your mates, so I don't know what's considered important anymore. But I'm pretty sure that it's not rehashed movies and fucking boy bands, so... Anyway. I'm going to talk about what's important to me. When Advance were first elected 6 years ago, I was 9 and in a home. Not a family home like you call a home. This was a state children's home. It was fucking awful, actually. It was like a Charles Dickens book. The roof leaked and the walls were damp some mornings. The food was bad. Drugs and alcohol were everywhere. No one cared. You had to watch your back all the time because there weren't enough staff to manage us. And yes, as you'd imagine, there was a lot of some bad stuff went down there with some of the staff. Okay. Not all of them, but the others knew, and they didn't stop it. And then Advance won the election. And like a miracle, things started to change. They got better. Had nicer food. The home was not just repaired, but redecorated and kitted out with books and sports stuff and musical instruments and video games. Most of the staff were fired, and the new ones, which there were more of, spent time talking and working with the bullies. And you know what? A second miracle. It worked. The bullying
Okay, das wird viel zu gut, um wahr zu
my
sein.
life got better. Because finally, there was enough money to do the good things, and Advance had the guts to do it. I joined Go-Getters, and on Liberation Night, that gave me a group of friends that I could talk with when the bombs went off and the power went out. Another miracle. I wasn't alone anymore. And that was the night I finally understood the importance of being in a team. So here's my final thought. I know the people who are doing better under the old system long to go back. You say, we were freer. But what you mean is, we were richer. But for every one of you, there is 100 of me. And even now, after all you've had taken away, you are still doing better than I am, than I likely ever will. You still have homes of your own and families of your own who love you. And I'll never have that. So maybe you should stop looking for the worst interpretation of everything this amazing government does and realise it's not for you. It's for the millions like me. And you can cry and bleat all you want, but you're never going to get your money back because it's already been spent on miracles.
Wow, thank you, Stacey, for that. My name's Megan Wolf. Let's keep making tomorrow better.
And we're out.
So weniger wegzupiepen, als ich dachte.
Yes, that was more than all right.
Nicely done. I think you might have actually given them something to think about.
So I guess you're going to be taking me back to the home now then?
I was thinking we could go out somewhere and, I don't know, have a meal, talk about our options, if that's okay.
Of course, Miss Wolf. Security will be standing by.
So they're always there then?
There was a thing a few years ago now.
Oh, with that Jeremy bloke? I heard about that, everyone did. Were you here back then? Doesn't look old enough.
Robin on me.
Yeah, she does that.
So much better. So much better.
Ja.
You gotta go to better meds.
Auf zur besseren Zukunft.
Warrior Warble Tongue.
Da haben sie sich also einfach ein Kind aus irgendeinem Heim geholt und sind als, ja, als Stieftochter, haben sie es ja vorhin genannt, Stieftochter zu verkaufen von Megan. Ganz, ganz großes Kino. Aber es war an sich recht ereignislos, diese Sendung. Ach, der Anfang lief ein bisschen mau. Ja. Ja, mein Schnitt war nicht unbedingt der beste. Advanced ist besorgt wegen der Sprache. Ich kriege meinen vollen Lohn, damit ist alles gut. Es gab diesmal keine Werbung von Nick. Da fehlt einem doch gleich was. Oh, this Shop hat auch irgendwie Zuwachs bekommen. Hab ich was übersehen? Naja. Wie gehabt, ich bin doch wieder sehr still. Da das Spiel ja auch weiterhin sehr viel spricht. Eigentlich gefühlt ja pausenlos. Selbst hier im Hauptmenü. Ich habe irgendwie so gerade keine Idee, wie das ausgehen könnte. Offenbar ist ja der Krieg jetzt passé erstmal. Das Disrupt ist ja angeblich zerschlagen, dort dem, was sie da erzählen. Oder zumindest relativ, wie soll ich sagen, etwas unterdrückt. Naja, aber ich rechne irgendwie jetzt damit, dass die nächsten Ausschreitungen wieder vor der Tür stehen. Aber das werden wir nicht mehr jetzt erfahren, sondern erst beim nächsten Mal, wenn es wieder heißt Not for Broadcast. Bis dahin, ja, bis dahin. Mehr gibt's nicht zu sagen. Tschüss.
Introducing the new luxurious La Deleur range, only from Eye of the Beholder. Eye of the Beholder. Deep glossy shine for a top coat that can't be chipped and can't be matched. Yes, we're still going. No more touch-ups or pit stops. Just intense colour that lasts and lasts. Only La Deleur gives you high-impact colour with new shade lock technology that locks in colour for not 1, not 2, but 24 years. Nothing is eternal. The revolutionary formula that dries in moments. The clock is ticking. For colour that works long after you've stopped. Death comes for us all. The new La Deleur range, only from Eye of the Beholder. Because life is worthless, death is inevitable, and once you're gone, it will all be for naught.